king, looking to reclaim his crown and put a fourth trophy in his case. Give it up for Faker!
We all know who Faker is, right? And just in case anyone might not know, he is a professional gamer for the game League of Legends, a player who has won numerous tournaments and is called an icon of esports. Just as he is gaining worldwide fame, today esports grows to a massive scale that rivals traditional major sports, such as F1, MLB, and EPL. And as you can see by looking at the prize money, scale, number of gamers, the pinnacle of esports is League of Legends. This game was first released in 2009, and now it has become a mega hit game boasting a player base on approximately 120 to 130 million gamers. Then how could this arena of League of Legends and indeed esports grow at such a rapid rate? At the very center of it all owes Korea and Faker. Now let's take a closer look at how Korea and the culture of Faker have influenced the development of esports. The year 2011 marked the beginning of League of Legends, and the period when the league began to take shape in earnest. During this year, Korea began rapidly expanding its presence in the league. Due to the influence of the StarCraft, the famous game, there was over 20,000 PC cafes established in Korea. This was a unique culture rarely found anywhere else in the world. Students rushed to the PC cafe after school ended, not heading home or to the playground. Among those children, there is someone whose so-called devilish talent has appeared. His name was Lee Sang-hyuk, now known as Faker. Faker debuted in 2013 when he joined the prestigious Korean esports organization SKT-T1. He made a strong first impression by defeating Korea's top mid laner Ambition right from his debut match, and dominated the world by winning the 2013 World Championship. Faker and SKT didn't stop there. In 2015 and 16, they won consecutive World Championships. LoL was effectively dominated by Korea, and Korean gamers have attracted countless fans. Amid this trend, regional leagues have become fully operational across many other parts of the world. The level of competition and the scale of the tournament have grown excessively. By 2018, League of Legends had become more than just a game. The World Championship has established itself as a global event on par with major sporting events. The 2018 World Championship Finals also recorded a cumulative viewership of nearly 200 million people. This was clear proof that LOL has established itself not merely as a game but as a culture. League of Legends leagues around the world have attracted immense attention, and the game characters expanded into the media and music industries. The KDA, a group composed of characters from the LoL universe, also achieved global popularity. However, this was also when Faker's slump began. Generation raised watching Korea, China's IG, and Europe's G2 have now surpassed Korea. And T1 and Faker suffered the humiliation of failing to even qualify for the World Championship. Europe took home the 2019 MSI Championship, and China swept all the World Championship titles, sparking talk of Korea's decline. Nevertheless, the entire culture of League of Legends was not shaken. The icon known as Faker remaining a symbolic figure to fans worldwide. And as regional leagues matured, esports grew even larger. All metrics, sponsor scale, investment amount, tournament revenues were on the rise. Only Korean Faker saw decline. The scene itself was at its peak. The decline of League of Legends began in the later half of 2019. Due to the sudden outbreak of COVID-19, the entire world went into emergency mode and people went into self-isolation. In a typical game, this would have been the time for a resurgence or an increase in play traffic. However, League of Legends was different. As it was already a very long-running game, its contents began to gradually deplete. And at the point, the most popular thing in LOL was the league, so as the league continued online, its popularity plummeted. This can also be seen as the beginning of the emergence of the inherent limitation of esports, namely the gamer's lifespan. The lifespan of popular games is typically only 4 to 5 years at most. However, League of Legends had already been around for nearly a decade, so its very existence was a miracle in itself. This was also had been a biggest obstacle to esports being recognized as a culture. While other sports cultures have been passed down for hundreds of years, even League of Legends, the longest running esports title, began to stagnate after 10 years. This phenomenon arose due to the structural characteristic of esports which relies on a single company's game. At this point, you may have one question. Esports still seems insufficient to become a culture in its own right. While Curious and Faker's influence is undeniably huge, isn't it difficult to view them, and by extension esports itself, as a culture? Shouldn't we at least have a relationship like Messi and soccer? Just like this. However, this is not true. Because even though League of Legends may be fading, Faker and Korea was not. Even in 2020, Faker and Korea remained in a dark place. Also, South Korea did win the World Championship. Interest was minimal because it was held virtually due to COVID-19. The absence of an icon representing the stage proved fatal, especially in fields like esports where the player pool is shallow. Several players dubbed post-Faker have emerged, but none of them could compare to Faker. Especially Faker's disappointing runner-up finish in 2022 World Finals, and the critical wrist injury that occurred in 2023, seemed to signal not only his retirement but also the end of League of Legends. However,
Got back up for this moment. It was 7 years since their last, a decade since their first. The SKT legacy has been reignited. T1 will be your 2023 World Champions.
three consecutive years of World Championship victories. 4 years contract renewal. This changed everything. Currently, League of Legends is at its peak. The 2024 World Final drew a simultaneously viewership of 50 million people. They also broadcast in live on terrestrial television, and Red Bull, Mercedes-Benz, Saudi Arabia, and numerous other partners are existed. Particularly in the media industry, it is making a name for itself in documentaries, films, music, and more. This demonstrated that League of Legends, and indeed esports as a whole, has transcended gaming to become firmly established as a cultural phenomenon. And at the center of it all is the individual known as Faker. No, the culture known as the Faker. He is the greatest player in League of Legends history, the world's choice for the greatest in esports history, and becoming the icon that symbolized this era once more during League of Legends' Dark Age, elevating the entire scenes to a cultural phenomenon. The 2025 Forbes Korea Power Celebrities 40 list clearly demonstrated this. As a symbol of this, a shrine dedicated to him was actually built in Korea. People no longer regard him as an individual but as the culture of an era. He is one of the greatest figures of the 21st century, having influenced not only esports but also culture, industries, generational identities, and national brands. Thus, today we explore how Korea and Faker, as a culture of their own, have influenced the culture of esports.